Welcome to this hamstrings and handstands practice. This is a 20-minute flow for intermediate level practitioner. If you have a strap at home, it can be helpful, and a couple of blocks, but you could always use a couple of books and a strap from a dressing gown perhaps. Or if not, just use your hands. We're only going to use the strap to stretch the hamstrings. Lay down on your mat, palms facing. Take some full deep breaths here. Breathe into the belly as you inhale. As you exhale, allow the belly button to draw to your spine. Take your strap and you're going to place it over the arch of your right foot. Or if you don't have your strap, just hold your leg, hold your thigh. As you exhale, edge the leg closer into your chest. Think about your heel lengthening up and the toes being flexed towards your face. You can do an inhale, little release. Exhale to edge the leg closer into your chest. Now on your inhale, take the leg out to the side. Keep your hips level here. Left hip doesn't lift. Maybe one hand on top to help you keep the alignment. Taking the leg all the way over to the other side now. And you're going to outstretch your right arm, so you're coming into a little bit of a twist as well. So don't worry about your right hip lifting off the ground. Come back up to the top. Take a little moment to tune into that opening on the right hand side. Often we're carrying a lot of attention that we don't even realize. Let's take it to the left side now. Strap over the arch of the foot, pull the heel closer in. Nice deep breaths. Good. And now you can take that leg out to the side. Use your inhale to let the leg travel out to the side and keep your hips level once more. Perhaps see if you can edge that left leg a little bit closer up to the shoulder to deepen the stretch even more. And then coming up to the top, switching hands on the strap, take the leg across the body. Good. Coming up, releasing the strap, releasing the leg. Just take a moment again to lay onto your back. And then we'll take a little happy baby. Take a hold of the outside edges of your feet. Draw your knees to your armpits. Now see if you can straighten your right leg. Don't worry if it doesn't go all the way to straight. And then your left. Do that a couple more times. And now see, can you straighten both your legs? Keep a hold of the feet for a moment. Breathe. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And then reach your arms up over your head and reach all the way through your legs on an exhale, starting to strengthen those abdominals. Do this a few more times. Inhale, leaning back, exhale, reaching through. Inhale, leaning back, exhale, reaching through. Now see, can you add in the legs? As your arms go out behind you, the legs go straight, point the toes. And then as you reach through, flex your feet, legs wide. Inhale to reach back, exhale to reach through. Good. Now can you come into a hold, straighten the legs and little kicks, abs in nice and tight. A little pulse and then hug your knees. You're going to rock up through the spine a few times now. And come all the way to standing and fold over your legs. From here you can sway from side to side, keep the knees soft, the head hanging heavy, and then unstack your spine one vertebrae at a time. We come up to standing at the top of the mat for Tadasana, big toes touching, heels out. Take your hands to the heart center, take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Open the eyes, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold, place your hands by your feet, forehead into your shins. Inhale as your halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, step the right foot back and then your left, you're into your plank, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the tops of the feet, keep the hips lifted, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Keep the mouth closed. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise the arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go again. Inhale, raise up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot back and then your right. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, breathe. Engagement through Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, the lower abdomen and the pelvic floor. Let the head hang heavy. Flare out your fingers. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Go again. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Jump back straight into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Think about energizing the heels to the ground, even if your knees are bent. Inhale, we're going to take our feet a little bit wider and lift the heels. And then I want you to bend your knees deeply and do 5 bunny hops. Try to get your hips over the line of your shoulders. Use your exhale to jump and keep looking forwards. This is where I got my first handstand hold. With the knees wide, it gives you quite a lot of balance. Alright, and then your last one, you're going to jump to Malasana, your yogi squat. Can you get a little float to get there? And then hands in prayer, triceps energizing into your thighs. Crown of the head lifts. Body weight is in the outside edges of your feet. Just make it a little bit deeper now. Left hand down, right arm up. Reach up, look up. And then you're going to switch sides. Right arm down, left arm up. Look at the left palm. Stay nice and wide across your collarbone. Good. Then your hands come down. Heel toe your feet closer in. Come to your chair pose. Bend the knees, raise the arms, look up. Every time you exhale, see if you can get a little deeper into your chair. Squeeze your inner thighs. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Fold on an exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to lift the right leg up, point the toes, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee all the way to your nose. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale brings you to a high lunge. Exhale, we're going to take our right arm back and the left arm forwards. Look behind you, bend that front knee deeply. Inhalation, we're going to windmill the arms all the way open into our warrior two. Wider stance with the feet. Exhale, hands down, back knee to the mat. Flex your right toes, half Hanuman. Really want you to square the hips. And then bend your front knee, lift your left leg, standing splits, forehead into your shin. Good. Step back now, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, we bring the hands down, and I'd like you to take your right leg back up and hover it for your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Lift your left leg up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, take the knee to the nose. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale brings you to a high lunge. Exhale, right arm forwards, left arm back, look behind. And then we're going to windmill the arms all the way open into our warrior two. Good. From here, cartwheel the hands down, half Hanuman. Square your hips, flex the left toes. And then bend your left knee, right leg straight up to the sky, stand in splits. Point your toes, bring your forehead into the shin. Inhale, step back, high lunge, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Can you hover your leg for your chaturanga? Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alright, let's bring the knees down. Take it into a little child's pose for a moment. Breathe into the back of the body, the sides of the body. Sit your seat back to your heels. And then come back into your downward facing dog. And we're going to have the heels touching with the toes out. Take your right hand to your left ankle and look underneath your left shoulder. Switch sides. Good. So now from here we're going to do a few more bunny hops. Bend your knees, and this time can you point your toes straight out behind you. Bent knees and then straight legs. Use your exhale to jump. And then your last couple, see if you can maybe get a little bit more flow. As you can see here, my legs could go much higher up. My back is a little bananaed, but this is the power of using video. And then jump to the top and fold. Inhale, raise your arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale brings us back to chair pose. Lift your heels this time. Look up. Keep the shoulder blades drawing down the back. Every time you exhale, can you get a little lower? And then we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going to lift your right leg all the way up to the sky. Step the foot forwards. Come back into your high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forwards. And then can you look up at the left palm this time and bring your right hand to your left calf. A little bit of a back bend here. And then we're going to take it all the way back out into that warrior two. Open out into a wider stance. Stretch out your arms. Eye gaze, right middle finger. Every time you exhale, bend a little deeper into your front knee. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Flip your front palm now, reach forwards. Inhale, exhale to reverse your warrior. Maybe take that left arm behind the back for your bind, taking a hold of the top of the right thigh. Windmill your hands back down to the mat, back knee to the mat. Flex your right toes, coming back into that hamstring stretch. Keep looking forwards. And then this time, you can sit your seat back to your heels and stay there, or slide your front foot further forwards, back knee back. And this is where your blocks or maybe your books could be helpful. You want to have a little bit of support to help you keep your hips square, so hands to the ground or onto your props. Come back to that deep breath. If you're fairly far in, you could try bringing the chest forwards. Wherever you are, find peace in the posture. Not a fight, just an acceptance. Bring it as gracefully in as you can, and we're going to come into standing splits. Left toes point. You can stay there, maybe hold onto the ankle to make it deeper, or hop for handstand. And see if you can make an L shape. So we're really pointing the toes on both the legs, keeping them straight. And then your last breath, see if you can switch the legs in the air in chaturanga. And come to your up dog on your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go to that left side. Lift the left leg up. Bring the knee to the nose on your exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale brings you to a high lunge. Exhale, we twist. Left arm back, right arm forwards. And then can you take it deeper? Left hand down the right calf, right arm all the way up and over. Good. Alright, so now we're coming into our warrior two. Eye gaze, left middle finger. Nice deep bend to that front knee. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Keep that bend to the front knee. Maybe take your bind. And then we're going to take the fingertips all the way down, back knee to the mat, coming back into our Hanuman stretch. Maybe sit in the seat back to the heels, half Hanuman, or come in a little bit deeper. Maybe coming all the way forwards, but remember you can use your blocks if you need. Gently bring it in and then come to your standing splits. Lift that right leg nice and high. Bring your forehead into the shin. Can you take a few hops for handstand maybe, or just hold on to the ankle to make your splits stretch deeper. Remember, L shape can be super helpful. Point the left toes out behind you as the right leg points up to the sky, or even come back into that splits position. Maybe switch the legs now as you chaturanga and come all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a little child's pose. Bring the knees to the mat, arms behind, palms face the ceiling. And then come back into a downward facing dog with your heels touching toes out. Can you bring your right hand to your left ankle, and this time maybe lift your right leg. Bring the left forearm down and the right forearm down, and do a little bit of a practice for your pincher. Maybe counterbalance by bending the left knee into the chest, right knee above you, or straighten your legs. Slowly come down. Take another little child's pose. And then we're going to do that on the second side. So heels touching toes out. Bring your left hand to your right ankle and look underneath your right armpit. Then can you bring your left leg all the way up to the sky? Point the toes, don't worry if you wobble. And then come down, left forearm and right forearm down to the mat. A few hops for your pincher. Point the toes, look forwards, or practice bringing the head through. And then slowly coming down. Really well done. Practice and all is coming. Let's come into a puppy pose, knees wide, outstretch your arms. Wider than the mat, palms facing down, chin or forehead rests on the mat. Aim to have your hips over the line of your knees. And then reach up, let's take a little twist. Right hand to your left thigh, right fingertips behind. You could even take a bind. And then reach up, inhale, exhale, twist to the other side. Look over your shoulder, maybe take a bind. Raise the arms up, float them down, and you're all done. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Let me know in the comments section what you thought of the practice.